to close the door. Alright, oops. Alright, how you? Is it recording? Yes, damn it, I should have recorded later. Alright, how y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? So we're here today with LOTGH episode 78 reaction. Yeah, I know I said yesterday that I was going to do a triple. I mean, for you lot, it won't make a difference anyway, because like I said, I'm not going to upload these all at once, so I'll spread out. But yeah, it just didn't happen. Got food in the oven yesterday, well, had food in the oven yesterday, and I've got food in the oven right now. So I'm hoping I can get 78 and 79 today. But it might be at a point where like my food will be finished and cooked after this episode, meaning that I won't be able to record the next episode. Anyway, folks, episode 78 of LOTGH, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, aka Ginga Eiyu Densetsu. Let's just make sure that we're right at the beginning, which we seem to be. Let's turn the volume up, just so I can actually sync it in post, so I can hear the opening now, so I can then sync it in post. And we're going to get started, folks, in... I'm really, really hungry right now, but we're going to get started, folks, in 3... I can't even do numbers. 3, 2, 1... Alright. Perfect. And obviously my magnificent singing will help me be in tune, but yeah, that much is already guaranteed. But yeah, I'm extremely hungry right now. Like, I'm too hungry to the point where I just want to stop the video and actually just eat, but the food is not ready yet. Let out your feelings, wipe through the space where time just endlessly sings. Twinkling tears of light, darkness turns to light, sailing so free. Yeah, I'm looking at, I don't know whether you guys can see that, but I'm looking at that right now, quite hungry. Oh. Damn it, I've got nothing here right now. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Jum, bum, jum, bum. Yang side. Well, I wouldn't call all of you insane. Maybe you, Poplan. If you can live, if you can survive. Viva la revolution. That's a terrible catchphrase. A terrible catchphrase. Is that the surrender? Yes. Yes, it is. He's gonna say no. But I wonder like what the other people will think. Probably no as well. Yep. Ouch. 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 You know what? That's actually a good message. I feel like it shows a lot of respect to Yang. And like he actually said, he used to be like the most respected and highly positioned admiral in like the alliance. He put a lot of respect on Yang, so I I think they should bring a respectful answer back. They should send a respectful answer back, in my opinion. Yep. I don't think he's gonna overthink this. Just wait for now. Alright. Alright. Really? Really? Oh my days. That is good. Thank you. Good. Someone who believes what they believe and is not just putting on a fake show. Great. Yeah, just great. I don't think there's much you can do, Jan. I'm sorry. The Gale Wolf. But he's sort of done it before. He's sort of done it before. No. Exactly. I mean, Reinhard is very ambitious and prideful, but no. Just no. Yep. Yep. And that is also very, very true. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think you don't think enough of yourself. Yep. Yeah, I figured he'd say that. I figured he would say that. But so does fate, and that's why I don't like either of those words myself. Fate, destiny, predetermination, forget all that. Yes, I 100% agree with Yang. I 100%, I hate even fate, anything of those sorts. That's that right there. If I make a mistake, I want to. I want to, it be my own. I want to take up the responsibility, and if I succeed, I want it to be because of me. That's why I hate those words personally. Man, he's already pretty much given up in a way. Everyone's like kind of resigned to their fate. We're just gonna die. Oh, klutz! What a klutz! What a klutz! Come on, Julian, this is your chance. This is your chance, mate. Say something sweet. Say something sweet. You you couldn't have said something worse. Okay. Forget it. Forget it. This guy is. I expected better from him. All right, I fully expected better from him. That was just pathetic. That was a tragedy. Absolutely. 100%. That was a tragedy. An absolute tragedy. A rare good deed. Nope. Where's the pinky? Are you drinking tea? You should have the pinky in the air. That's how you drink early. I can see why. I can see why. You should be happy that you did turn 30. Wow. All resigned to your fate while all believing in young. We saw how the what were they called? Rosenritters, I think. Obviously, that's not how you say it, Rosenritters, but we saw how they acted previously, and now just like no, now he's calm. Okay, just I don't care. I love you. I'm king. So what? So what? So what? Great, 0. It doesn't matter. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough. You botched that up. You botched that up. Was that the show or was that my neighbor? What time is it? It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I shouldn't be up yet. Okay, it was a show. Alright. Alright. Fair enough. Baby. Literally your parents. Baby. Baby screaming at night. Parents taking over. Uh-oh. Is that a... That's democracy. Yeah. Yeah, that is very, very true. That is very, very, very true. Yeah, I was just about to say paradox as well. Yep. Yep. And that's also very the historian would know. To me, this just sounds like he wants a justification. Yeah, it's justification, but like he's like, yeah. He's very, very conflicted. Pretty much, yes, absolutely. Very, very conflicted. What? What? Don't tell me that. Don't, don't. Don't. This guy. Don't. He's spinning him like a puppet. You can't be that stupid, right? You can't be that stupid, right? To be manipulated like that. Oh. How stupid can people get? How stupid can people get? Oh no. That would be the worst way. No, this is just so. Oh, that is rude. That is so rude. I felt like his message was quite friendly considering the circumstances, and that's a quite rude message. Yeah. And he attacks you and whatnot, and you can take him out. And then you take him out. Yeah, that's true. Mm. Uh, Still, I think considering how friendly his message was, I think you need to be a little bit more respectful. I think. I feel like everyone is. It seems like everyone. I mean, I. I don't. Just out of respect. But then again, you've got nothing really to do. Yeah. Let's see how this goes. Yeah. Oh, as a tragic year in human history. As a they just want me to suffer. They just want me to suffer, don't they? I hate this episode. This episode was great. This episode was very, very good. It was great. But I hate this episode because it seems like Yang might. It seemed like they're setting up for Yang to die. And despite me liking Ryan more than Yang, Yang is still my second favourite character in the show. By leaps and bounds. Not by leaps and bounds, but he's still my second favourite character in the show. After that, I'd probably Reuenthal, Oberstein, Poplan, and then really from there on, it's between Maya or Julian. But I'm worried. Just give me 1 second. Just let me quickly just see where my food. Alright, so my food needs about another 10 minutes maybe or so. So there won't be another episode I'll be eating. Yeah, in between episode 78 and 79. But yeah, a good episode. Honestly, I felt like with Yang's talk, it felt a little bit like he was trying to like convince Julian to convince him that autocracy is right. I can't say that word. An autocratic rulership is right, an autocratic system. It felt that way to me, at least. That he was like, you know what, right now we're kind of being on the wrong side of history. And you know, considering we're doing it for the people, and the people right now they're supporting the Kaiser. Aren't we going against the people by fighting against the Kaiser? You know, kind of that dilemma, paradox as he called it. To me, it felt like he was trying to tell Julian, "Come on, Julian, convince me otherwise." Or he was trying to say, you know what, we're really not doing something good right now. We're doing something pretty terrible, in the eyes of humanity. But yeah, then you've got the Earth cult. Manipulating so easily that it's just beyond annoying how easy it was. Again, it seemed like they're setting up for Yang to die, and I hope if he does die, I hope it's not by fuck. Alright, that, in my opinion, that would be the absolute worst way. I think Reinhard would feel unfulfilled. I think I would feel unfulfilled because it would feel like we already had this with Kyoukai. Depends obviously how it's done. You know, if it's done in a good way, perhaps. But I honestly, I'd be like, you know, if we kind of had that with Kyoukai, a similar situation where they tried to assassinate Ryan and Kyoukai obviously got in the way. I feel like it might be a similar situation here. I really can't tell, honestly. You know, democracy as a autocracy. I can't say autocracy, an autocratic rulership. You know, I love talking about politics. I really do, because, you know, everyone, not just politics, but just opinions in general. Everyone has their own opinion. You know, politics really is all about your opinions, really. So I just love talking about it because, you know, everyone has their own opinions. Everyone has their own beliefs. Everyone has their own thoughts and I think that's a great thing. Personally, I wish, with LOTGH, I wish I wasn't watching this on my own. I actually wish I was watching this with a friend or something, someone that disagrees with me, just because we could actually, I think each episode would end up being like 2 hours long, because each episode just gives you so many different themes, so many different things that you can talk about, that, at that point you just be like, you know what, it's such a great show to talk about. It's such a great show to discuss. Obviously, I'm watching this on my own. But I hope I can get a few people in. I don't know about Rick. He hasn't uploaded in quite a while, so I don't know whether he's still watching my videos. He hasn't even commented quite well, so I don't think he is. But if Rick and maybe mine, I think this is his favourite show, so maybe, and maybe Nick, considering that he's the reason why I'm watching the show, he recommended the show to me. Maybe if I can get those 3 people, we can have like an LOTGH discussion once I finish the show, because personally, the thing that I like the most about the show is that it gets you thinking. It gets you thinking about like both sides. It gets, not just both sides, but it gets you thinking about like the state, if you want to call it, the state of humanity itself, the state of politics itself, the state of thoughts and beliefs itself. And the thing, how they always say, like, the 3 things that you shouldn't talk about are politics, religion, and money. Politics, religion, and money. Those are the 3 things that you shouldn't be talking about. Yeah, that's what they always say. I like talking about all 3 because personally, I'm an open book. You ask me anything, I'll tell you my answer straight, because I feel like everyone has their own opinion, and to me, it doesn't really matter if you have an opinion that's totally different from me. Like, if you think, I don't know, if you think all... What kind of example can I give? What do I believe in? I don't know. But if you think, like, for example, all black people should die, I don't care if you think that. As long as you can justify it for yourself and you can explain why to others. I think that's... I like the freedom of expression and freedom of belief. Those are, to me, 2 very, very important. Freedom of expression, not so much, but especially freedom of belief. Freedom of thought and freedom of belief, to me, are very important, because I feel like, if you believe in a certain thing, political or not, as long as you can rationalize it to yourself, as long as you can explain it to others, all fair. If you personally believe, okay, I should go out and kill half the population right now because we need to reduce half the population. Like, if you're Thanos himself, right, you're like, okay, half them gone. If you can rationalize it to yourself, fair enough. To me, the reason why I want you to explain it to me is if you can rationalize to yourself anything. Like, that's why if you can't explain your own position to someone else, to me, that just means that it's not that you don't fully believe in it. You don't fully, you can't rationalize it, which means that you don't believe in it. That's my take on this, right? So that's why I would love to have like a discussion with like mine, Rick, and maybe Nick, and maybe other people, obviously, if they're interested once I finish this show. And I would love to like maybe have this as a dual reaction, because that way you can always talk, you can always discuss, because a friendly discussion, right? Obviously not an argument or anything of that sort, but like a friendly discussion for each person to like state their points, maybe try and convince someone else. That's why I love, for example, what's the YouTube channel called? Louder with Crowder, the Change My Mind section that he has on his channel. I love that series so much, because it's like, here's my position, this is why I believe in it. Now tell me what you believe in, and if you can, put your points across in a way where I will agree with them. Basically, that's the kind of thing I really like. I really enjoy just having people on, or just talking to people and and discussing their points. And in this series, you really have that situation, which is why a well-written villain, you always know their reasons and motives. And this show, you really know them. There's no villain in this show, but there's no real villain in this show. But like, you get to know both sides quite well. You get to know why both sides feel the way they do, and you really get to understand their personality, their character, their position, their beliefs, their thoughts, and to me, that just makes them good characters. It's why I always say, like, this show could either end up being the greatest show ever. Let's go top 3. It could either end up being top 3 for me personally, or it could end up being bottom 3. And the reason why I always say that is because while this show is very, very good, to me it all depends on how it concludes. Because right now it seems like, okay, we've got so many different themes going on, we've got so many different things going on, that if it concludes terribly, it will feel like I've wasted 100 episodes watching this. And if it concludes, brilliantly or great, or in a great fashion, it'll be like, yeah, you know what? All these episodes, they build up, they explored, and they discussed this beautiful story. So for me, it could honestly go either way. Obviously, we'll see how it goes. I can't say that just yet. We'll see once I finish the show. But that was episode 78. I'm probably going to eat now, and hopefully I can get 79 in. If not, I'll do that tomorrow. But thank you everyone for watching. Thank you truly very, very much. Your support, it means a lot to me. It really does. But yeah, really, I gotta say thank you. Until next time, everyone. Until then, everyone, peace out and have a nice day.